I thought for a change I would start this video off on a much more sensible note, to prove I'm not just a one-trick pony.
Hello everybody!
Go nuts on my nuts.
Might want to back it out a bit there, love. Leave the close-ups to the professionals. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder with me, the Creaky Blinder. And today, for a change, well not for a change at all actually, because I always do it, but not as much as I used to. Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at Helen, Skygazer. She's a flat earther, and she's a new flat earther. So, what do we expect from her? Probably the same old crap as we get from every other flat earther, but oh well, let's have a look at it anyway.
My name's Helen, and I wanted to make my first ever flat earth video. Yay!
Yay! Why?
And it's gonna be a for and against type video.
Whoa, well, this'll be a first then, an unbiased flat earther. This should be very interesting.
A lot of it will be for, I'll be honest.
Shock horror.
Because what I've observed, and I am going off mainly and solely of what I have observed myself. But for those of you who are just coming to my channel for the first time, I am a Mandela Effect channel who likes to do some skywatch. I think that's the main of the main focus of my channel.
Mandela Effect, yeah, whatever. I made a video about that last week. I'll put a link here, or it could be there, or even down there, because I can never remember where it goes. But being a sky gazer is having an interest in astronomy. Now, somebody who's interested in astronomy most definitely shouldn't be stupid enough to believe that the Earth is flat. But what do I know? What
I'd like to do first is basically go from like, how did I even get to this in the first place? Like, how did I get to where I am now?
Bump on the head, maybe?
And it's a little short story. It's not going to take very long. Because obviously, well, about 5 years ago, I think that's probably where it's come from. Like about 5 years ago, where I heard the term flat Earth. And obviously, 5 years ago, I've got to admit, I was like, oh, I can't believe people believe the Earth's flat. Oh my god, where is this happening? Like, why are these people thinking now that the Earth's flat after all this time? People thought, like, oh my god, they thought it in the 1600s. They thought the Earth was flat then. Oh my god. You know, that kind of reaction 5 years ago.
So I'm guessing that 5 years ago you hadn't fallen down the YouTube rabbit hole yet. Because that's basically all flat earth is. Somebody like you believes it if enough people say it.
But now, I'm say like 2 years later, 2016.
5 years ago, but now, 2 years later, math skills. Noah! What? I'm just thinking she must be a time traveller with maths like that. She's lost 3 years.
I woke up to the Mandela Effect.
I absolutely despise the term woke. What does it even mean? It means you became aware of one of the stupidest ideas on the face of the earth.
I was already anyway open to the idea that we'd never been to space. Well, the moon, really. You know, I was already open anyway to a lot of those kinds of theories. I believed in aliens and I believed and stuff like that. So I was already fairly open.
Now, when I said a couple of months back that I didn't want to make any flat earth videos, people like her are the exact reason why. Because when I see people like this, now she said herself she's very new to the flat earth movement. It makes me wonder, has somebody written a how to be a flat earther manual? Because they all just say exactly the same thing. Because they've got nothing new, nothing original to bring to the table.
But being awake to the Mandela Effect, after about maybe a year or two, certainly as we started getting into last year, I started to being more open-minded about the idea of a flat earth.
Now, being open-minded isn't the term I would have chosen to describe what she's talking about, because if anything, being a flat earther proves beyond any shadow of a doubt that you were completely close-minded, because You believe the earth is flat.
Have an open mind about it, about the flat earth, looking into hollow earth. What could the earth be? Because you start wondering when you wake up to the Mandela effect, what is it? Is it simulation? What's going on there? Are we shifting from consciousness to consciousness? Is it CERN? These are the questions. Are we living in a simulation? Is it the Matrix? All these different things. You start opening yourself up to all the ideas of what the earth could be.
What a complete amateur, because all that statement proves is that to believe in one conspiracy theory, i.e. the flat earth, you've got to believe them all. It just goes to show the type of person that buys into this nonsense. And you were one of them.
And then this is where you start getting into like flat earth and stuff like that. About April this year, I started watching Brian Staveley.
Now, Brian Staveley is yet another one of your typical conspiracy channels. He talks about flat earth, the Mandela effect, we live in a simulation, you know, the kind of thing.
And I was open-minded. Basically, it's how I woke up to the Mandela effect, to be honest. I started, well, not through Brian Staveley, but I already had, I've gone to have an open mind about it like very quickly, within a week, but it was a shorter period of time waking up to the Mandela effect to where I am now with the flat earth thing.
Again, all you're doing is proving how easily influenced you are. If somebody is enough of an idiot to believe something that they see on YouTube, this video's on YouTube, but you know what I mean. It just goes to show. It doesn't matter really, does it? She's a flat earther.
So about April this year, yeah, I backtrack a bit. I started watching Brian Staveley, and then in May I was going on my first ever plane, yay, to see my fiance. He lives in Canada, so I'd never been on a plane before, and I was really open. I was thinking, well, if I'm going to see curvature of the earth, it's going to be on a plane. Absolutely. I remember hearing people telling me that obviously you will see the curvature and stuff like that on the plane. You know, you will, that's what you'll see.
Now, if you speak to a pilot, they will tell you that they can see the curvature of the earth whilst they're flying, but it's because they have a much wider field of view than the passengers do. You know, the pilot has got the whole screen surrounding the cockpit so he can see clearly what's going on around him, obviously. But passengers have just got those little kind of rounded off square window. I know round and square doesn't make much sense, but you've all been on a plane, I assume. You can't see a wide enough view to be able to detect the curve. Plus you've got to take things like weather into account, because 9 times out of 10 when you're flying on a plane at 35,000 feet, you're flying above clouds, so all you can see is the clouds.
Yeah, round. The world's not round. You know, it's a ball, it's a sphere, it's a globe. Yeah. It's a round item.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. So if you already know this, why have you put a video on YouTube saying that you think the earth is flat? I suspect it's because of all the other conspiracy style videos you've been watching. And as I said earlier on in the video, to believe one, you have to believe them all.
Obviously, but I was skeptical. My mind was opened already. I said I already delved into things like hollow earth and stuff like that, or what could it be. Already didn't believe anything NASA said.
You're starting to really annoy me because you're making me repeat myself, and I don't like repeating myself. But you're just a parrot. You already didn't believe anything NASA said. Why? Why would they? Calm down. Why? Why would they lie? What have they got to gain? I know what you're going to say, flat earthers.
With $52 million a day.
They've got thousands of employees. They don't do it for free. They expect to get paid. NASA does some groundbreaking research, and I've said in videos previously, certain inventions that we now have because of NASA. What the hell do you flat earth morons think they're doing with all this money? Woohoo! Space budget party!
God, I'm jumping ahead. Sorry. I haven't spoke about the moon, which doesn't fit into any model at all. It doesn't fit into anything. It literally appears, it rises and appears and goes down pretty much anywhere. I've seen it go down over there. I've seen it go down in the west. I've seen it set in the east. I've seen it set all over the place. I've seen it go very high. I've seen it go low. You know, it's the only thing that's not consistent with either model.
She's giving me a headache now. Of course it's not consistent with the flat earth model because there is no flat earth model. It's perfectly consistent with the globe because the problem is your lack of understanding. Now my understanding is only limited, but I can grasp it. The moon takes 1 month and its orbit is elliptical. The reason the moon goes up and down day and night is because of the Earth's rotation. But it actually takes the moon 1 month to make a full elliptical rotation. So, does it really matter anyway? I'm going to include a link to this woman's full video because it's nearly 40 minutes long and there is no way in the world I am torturing myself for 40 minutes watching this. Whatever she is. Flat earther, globe earther, hollow earther, Mandela effect, fake moon landing. She seems to believe them all. But anyway, if it's your first time here, don't forget to give the video a like and consider subscribing and turning on bell notifications too. I'm the Creaky Blinder and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye bye.